Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we get baseball. We get the start of week number 5 in the CFL, and we get one game in the WNBA. So we get a full card here today, and we will be getting into it. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1 went right, 1 went wrong in the world of sports betting. And yesterday was frustrating. I started off decent. Phillies team total over 4.5. The full game over 9 were both pretty easy winners. They went 8-4 there. Nationals first 5 full game, both losers. Yankees, they had I think a 3-1 lead and blew it. Or no, a 2-1 lead and blew it. Something along those lines. Red Sox got the job done, though. The over, I added the over, and that was a mistake. Atlanta team total over was a winner, but the full game over was a loser. Got hooked on that one. It was 8-1 Atlanta. Minnesota Twins run line. Pablo Lopez was awesome.
Complete game.
12 strikeouts.
4 hits.
One of 2 pitchers to go a complete game, 12 strikeouts yesterday. Oh, no, never mind. Kodai Senga did not pitch tonight. We'll get into that. Chicago White Sox money line, team total over, full game over, postponed. I'm only on the White Sox first 5 today now. So that game got diminished a lot for me. Padres first 5 -0.5. It was tied after 5. And, of course, in the bottom of the 6th inning, they score a run. And then Arizona, New York, over 9.5 was a loser. But I will take that because last night, Alvarez is him for the New York Mets. Tied it in the bottom top of the 9th. Beatty singled and then kind of tripled him home. And apparently I missed the memo yesterday at the Arizona Diamondbacks for free money because everybody and their mother was on them. So that was nice to see the Mets pull out a win, still undefeated in the month of July. And don't let us get hot. Don't let us get hot. That's all I gotta say.
Stop it.
Mets World Series is back on.
Nick, stop.
Going all the way. No, just too far.
Nick.
Okay. Well, so I went 5-7 yesterday, down 2.12 units. WNBA split out 2-2. It was frustrating because I started off 2-0. I played that Liberty game perfect. I did not want to lay the 15 points. Well, they didn't cover the 15 points. You know what they did do, though? They went over 91 points team total. So the team total over hit. The full game over 167 hit easily. Both teams were in the 90s in that game. But unfortunately, Vegas-Dallas comes up short. The over 175.5. And the Sparks, I don't think, realized there was a game last night. They got blown out. So went 2-2, down 0.19 units. Overall, 7-9, down 2.31 units. In the month of July, still profitable. 48, 43, and 1, up 1.96 units. So still up in the black in the month of July. Let's try to continue that today.
Good start to the month on the site, at least. July 1st was our only negative day so far. We've had 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 4 straight profitable days, which has been really nice. Although some of those days have been tiny winning days. They're still winning nonetheless. We're up 5.67 units this month on 60 plays. So I'm happy with that. Yesterday added to the list. And I will say, Nick, one of our best sports this month, I have not missed an MLS play. All my MLS plays have been winners. So I figured I'd throw that one out there. Over in the Liberty game, the Liberty put up 99. Phoenix put up 95. Went way over the 166.5. Over missed in the Atlanta game. Turns out Michael Soroka is back. It is what it is. Boston, money line, winner. Here's where that MLS comes into hand, Nick. Under 2.5 in the NYC game. Winner. Charlotte plus a quarter. Winner. 2-0 in the MLS yesterday. And I believe that's one of our most profitable sports right now. Indiana Fever money line was a loser. We got the one bet voided out with the over in the Blue Jays game. I'll take that one out of my thing. Dallas plus 14.5. They lose by 7. Cash that one. And although it was not the highest scoring game of the day, Atlanta puts up 90 and 90-79. So that one was a winner. Barely. Wow. That one, sorry, no, not barely. Never in doubt, winner. Over 168, finished at 169. I just noticed that now, though. Up 4.16 units yesterday, going 6-2 on the site. Ready to keep it rolling today. You want to jump into the chat, and then we get started with your 3-down fake Canadian football.
All right, fair enough. Morning, my guys. Morning, Markel. Happy day to everybody. Make sure to hug a Cardinals fan today.
I'll smack. Does that count too?
That was so sad, that ending, because I had a small live bet on plus 200 with the Cardinals. I was so thrilled they took the lead in the top of the ninth. I'm like, yes, and then that happened in the bottom of the ninth. I'm like, really?
Cardinals still suck.
Yeah, I lost a small live bet on it, but it is what it is. Jewel Lloyd over 2.5 threes. It's juice, but she's attempted 67 in the last 7 days and made 30. In the last 7 games, made 30. By volume alone, it's a good bet. There you go. The A's live bet was nice. Yeah. Hammered the run line after up 1-0. Yeah. I wish that they didn't mess around yesterday and wait what felt like half the day to decide that Eduardo Rodriguez is pitching, and that I think it was supposed to be Waldichuk, and then
it was Waldichuk.
It was Waldichuk.
But somebody opened for him.
Yeah. So annoying. There was no line, and I couldn't bet it. There was no line for a while, and by the time the line was available, I wasn't trying to cap the game because I was already out and about and things along those lines. So I missed out on riding the wave yesterday, and it sucked. But I'm on the wave today. We'll get into that later.
You're on the wave today. All right. You want to start talking about your 3-down fake country football?
Yeah.
Edmonton Elks. Please don't bet the Elks. Please don't bet the Elks. Please don't bet the Elks. Against the Saskatchewan Roughriders. 7 and a hook for Saskatchewan and a 44 total. Don't bet Edmonton. Please don't bet Edmonton.
Then cover your ears because I'm betting Edmonton. And hear me out on this one here.
No.
I'm grabbing the injury report real quick for the Riders here today. And here's one thing we need to look at is, and this is just a general football question for you, Tim. A team goes into a bye week. Generally, do they exit that bye week healthier or less healthy?
Considering you're asking me, they probably got less healthy.
Yeah. One of their top linebackers, Matt Dean, is out. A couple of their O linemen are out with Peter Godber out and Gerald Hawkins out. Jake Wenicky, one of their wide receivers, is out. Defensive back Rodney Clemens is out. Linebacker TJ Brunson is doubtful. They got a couple questionable guys, including O linemen. This could be a rough game for the Riders. And you're telling me I have to lay over a touchdown with them? And when we looked at this game, these two teams have already played this year. Week 1, the Elks were 3.5 point favorites. We think 4 weeks is an 11-point difference. When basically it's this kind of the same Elks roster and a little bit of a beat up Riders roster. And I get it. They're coming in off the bye week and all that fun jazz. I think this defense is going to be a little bit vulnerable for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and I just think this is way too many points. Now, if this was a 3.5, I'm not looking at the Elks at all. Like usually when venues change, it's usually 5 or 6 points. Flip an 11-point switch. I'm on the complete opposite of what happened in game one. Game one of the season, it was Saskatchewan as a dog and the under. I'm on Edmonton and the over here. I got Edmonton plus 7.5 minus 120. Now, if you like the Riders, you could probably find a 7 in some spots because I'm seeing even money for minus 7.5. So you might be able to find a 7. If you don't like that, you can tease it down to minus 1.5 in the over 38. I also think that this offense is going to be able to put up some points here for Edmonton because when we look at it, Edmonton did not play a very good game week one. They had their only score was that 102-yard touchdown by Eugene Lewis, which was kind of a little bit of a fluke play. And even that being their only good play, Saskatchewan only won by 4. So I'm going to take a shot here. I'm not taking the money line. I'm not saying they win outright. Give me 7.5 points with the Elks. I have their team total over 17.5 and the full game over 44.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
But just know, if anybody betting the CFL,
stop it. Get some help.
All right, let's go to the chat. Elks.
Yep.
10-2 yesterday. Felt like I could dodge a bullet. We know those days only come by once in a while. Back to the grind today. Good luck, guys. Good luck to you, Stop Geo, as well. Over and Sash teased.
Yeah, I don't hate that look either because I can see them winning by a field goal.
Supness. Hey, Totes, my goats. What's good, Lex? I'm still not laying minus 175 on the Tigers. A's for the sweep. I know they scored 12 runs, but I'm not with that price with Detroit. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I bet the hot dog eating contest, I think CFL is somewhat a step up from that, right? Nope.
Yes. Because it's football. It's something you can cap.
Hey, under 73.5 hot dogs, Joey Chestnut. Anyways, let's head over to the MLB, where we get to start off the day, Nick, by arguing with each other.
Yeah, and I've got the poopy play of the day. And I know you're going to be like, stop, this has been like that for all 3 games. Yeah, we'll get into it. The Washington Nationals minus 120 favorites, total of 9.5 in this game. One thing I am mad about is I did bet this game last night, and the total did move against me. This line opened up at a minus 110 on both sides. It's up to a minus 118 for Washington. Line opened up at a 10 at even money. It did get up to a 10 at minus 119, and now it's a 9.5 at minus 120, which is kind of frustrating because I had the over 10 at even money bet, but it is what it is. 91% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move towards the under. That's really concerning. 15% of the tickets and 68% of the cash is on the Washington Nationals. Got a little bit of a public dog here with the Cincinnati Reds. Let's take a look at the hitting conditions here for this one. Let's switch Ballpark Pal to the next day. Nationals Park plus 15% runs, plus 14% home runs, 18% doubles, triples, plus 2% on the singles. Let's get to click the wrong button there. Let me get to my pitcher matchup here. Mackenzie Gore and Brandon Williamson. Williamson, 6.75 ERA, 1.46 whip, 6.35 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%, 2.78 walks per 9, a 300 BABIP, a 5.68 FIP, and a 5.20 SIERA. On the flip side, Mackenzie Gore has not been the greatest, 6.66 ERA, 1.6 whip, 9.99 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 4.07 walks per 9, a 354 BABIP, a 523 FIP, and a 4.36 SIERA. The hitting advantage does go towards the Reds, 102 WRC plus, which is 11, compared to 92, which is 18th. I played the over 10 at even money last night. Not liking that it's gone down to 9.5, but I'm already on that. And this morning I did double down on the Washington Nationals in the first 5 at minus 130, the full game at minus 118. Sharp money is all over the Nationals here in the spot. The line's moving accordingly. I think they have the pitching advantage with Mackenzie Gore. And this just feels like the poopy play of the day. I mean, you get a team that's in last place that is favored over a first place team. I mean, and the first place team is plus money. How easy can that get? So I am on the Nationals here, first 5 full game, and I also on the over full game. Not as confident on the over that I am on the Nationals. I really like Washington today.
I'm all for poop. I'm all for poop, and you know that. But when the poop when it won't flush from the last 3 days, I'm not putting another poop in there to try to go. I was on the Nationals last 3 games. Turns out none of them were poopy plays. They just aren't super high on the Nationals. It is what it is. I can't. I can't do this every single game. At some point, I'll take the low hanging fruit, if you want to call it that. I'm going to be on the Reds. And it's not pretty because obviously I don't know what you consider a public dog. I'm going to call it you can call it a public pick'em. I feel like it's a public.
Well, I'm seeing plus money with a dog for me is anything with a plus price tag. And last time I checked, plus 108's a dog. I mean, you can call it a pick'em, but I mean, it's a dog. A dog's a dog. And a public dog has over 60% of the tickets on it. And line moving against it, which 85% of the tickets and the line's moving against it. So
I'm looking towards Cincinnati. And the reason why, yes, Mackenzie Gore's got the pitching advantage. Brandon Williamson is not good. But at the same time, he said that about Luke Weaver, and they still continue to win Luke Weaver's starts. So I'm on the Reds. They're the team that's winning right now. They're going for a 4-game sweep. I'm not overthinking it. It may be the square patty play of the day, whatever you want to call it.
With your play there, hit some Huey Lewis as well. It's hit to be square.
You know what? It's hit the last 3 days. I think it hits again today.
Okay.
Back to the chat.
Yep. Let's see. Where do we leave off? There we go. Reds money line. No.
Yes.
Now I want a hot dog. Time to find a Costco. Glizzy Gladiator. Nats are at home. Enough said. Reds race to 4. Reds team total over. Reds maybe run line. All right. Over. I feel like the bats have a chance. Yeah. I am on the over as well. I like how Williamson played against the Braves. Kept it a close game. Reds are nothing. And the Braves are hot and batting. Yeah, we know. I feel like you have to throw De La Cruz hit into a parlay. Comments after the comments made yesterday. Morning, everybody, and good luck today. So nobody on the. So I'm the lone wolf on the Washington Nationals, just the way I like it. Oakland Athletics are at the Texas Rangers here, going for Texas Rangers at the Detroit Tigers. I'm reading a different game for whatever reason. Total of 8.5 in this game. I did move on this one last night as well. Let's get into it. Michael Lorenzen and Hogan Harris. Line opened up at a minus 165. It's actually up to a minus 166 now. So 1 cent line movement towards the Detroit Tigers. Line opened up at an 8. It's up to a 9 at minus 105. It's moved up a full run. We'll see if that correlates. 82% of the tickets, 73% of the cash is on the over. The line's moved that way. 70% of the tickets, 58% of the cash is on the Tigers. The line's moved a penny towards the Tigers here. And this one, taking a look, 11% runs at Comerica Park, which is the 4th best on the slate. 1% home runs, negative 1% doubles, triples, plus 16% singles, plus 11% overall. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here in this one. Hogan Harris and Michael Lorenzen. And if Michael Lorenzen isn't a prime example of not every team needs an all-star, I don't know what is. 6.28 ERA, 1.50 whip. The last 30 days, 6.59 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%. 2.51 walks per 9, a 337 BABIP, a 504 FIP, and a 4.91 SIERA. On the flip side, Hogan Harris, 4.5 ERA, 1.25 whip. 6.11 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%. 2.89 walks per 9, a 247 BABIP, a 533 FIP, and a 5.13 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes to the Tigers here. 4.57 FIP, 3.51 SIERA compared to 4.61 and 4.28. Hitting advantage goes towards the Oakland A's. 98 WRC plus, which is 18th against righties, compared to 95, which is 17th against lefties for the Detroit Tigers. And I am on the Athletics today. I'm on the team total over 3.5 at $1.25, and I'm on the full game over 8.5. It's up to a 9 now. Riding the wave here. And it still puzzles me how Michael Lorenzen's an all-star. It really does. But I like the Oakland Athletics in this spot. I think that, the hitting conditions are there at Comerica Park, and these pitchers I think are very vulnerable. So I'm on the Athletics over 3.5 and the full game over 8.5.
Ride the wave. No, I'm all down for Oakland today. This is Oakland going for the sweep. I like Hogan Harris, as weird as that sounds. He's 5.17 ERA, but it just seems like I don't know. It's kind of just the Tigers shouldn't be this big of favorites. Now, I should play the angle of, Tigers just got blown out at home yesterday, but the A's are going for the sweep. So I'm going to ride that angle out instead. A's for the sweep, ride the wave, Oakland money line behind Hogan Harris. It's gross, but let's do it.
Yes. I like it. Back to the chat.
Yep. Where did you leave off?
There.
You would take the Nationals. Not everybody's on the Reds, Nick.
Okay.
I cannot believe it.
Here's our first.
But over in the Detroit game. I can see it.
Yes.
A's first 5, maybe full game. Ride the wave.
I still don't trust them full game. Yeah.
Tigers as a favorite. Betting them like that is like going to Taco Bell thinking you won't be meeting the toilet later. Cubs made me money last night. Did they win outright? Did they cover the run line?
No.
No.
You probably lied about them.
Probably.
They were down like big heading into the ninth.
My parlay today is Milwaukee. Who's Milwaukee got today?
Cubbies.
I'm not really a fan of that one. Tampa Bay versus the Phillies. I don't know. The Phillies are. Oh no! Yep, Tampa Bay. 100% Tampa Bay today. Sean Armstrong's pitching today. Back to ECU guy. I like it. Perfect. Royals with Jordan Lyles on the mound. You've got some balls, dude. Texas, I'm against you. Arizona, I'm against you. Good luck. Ride the wave. Hand orange covered eyes. Okay. I told people A's yesterday on the show, but people were just talking shit to me about instead of live betting, and it lost. Oh, bummer. Hard to go for a sweep in Detroit. Yeah, there's no way the Tigers get swept. They're the Tigers. No, I'm kidding. No way. Well, have the A's finished off a sweep this year?
Yes. They had a 7-game win streak at one time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Who did they sweep? Milwaukee. That's right. They swept Milwaukee. Ha! Adami's over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, raking his last few games and bats. There you go. Mo Harris didn't lie bet it. He told me to take the Cubs around 4. Okay. Speaking of the Cubbies, we're saying go Cubs go.
Yeah, this one's kind of interesting. We have Marcus Stroman as a road dog. Brewers are minus 110 with a total of 8 in this game. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at the line history here. Stroman and Peralta. Line opened up at minus 110 for the Brewers. It's still minus 110 for the Brewers. Line opened up in an 8.5 even money. And it's now an 8 at minus 102. So it's moved basically a half run down, and it's not moved at all for the side. Let's take a look if it correlates. We have 35% of the tickets, 52% of the cash is on the Brewers. Line's not moved. Money's about split. We had 36% of the tickets, 45% of the cash is on the over. The line's moved towards the under in this game. The bigger bets, my bet, are on 63% of the tickets, 55% of the cash is on the under. So the line moved accordingly, which makes sense. Let's take a look here. American Family Field, minus 1% runs today, but plus 12% home runs, plus 6% doubles, triples, minus 10% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here between Stroman and Peralta. Stroman all-star, 3.12 ERA, 1.3 whip, 7.79 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 3.38 walks per nine, a 305 BABIP, a 277 FIP, and a 3.94 SIERA. On the flip side, Peralta, 4.79 ERA, 1.06 whip, 12.3 strikeouts per nine, which is 34%, 3.42 walks per nine, a 241 BABIP, a 439 FIP, and a 3.30 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Brewers, 3.46 FIP, 3.82 SIERA compared to 3.55 and 4.22. Hitting advantage goes towards the Cubbies, 94 WRC plus, which is 24th, compared to 81, which is 26th. This is a tricky one for me. I'm not on this one. I would lean under if I had to back anything in this game, but I just did not get involved with it. I feel like that total is probably 4. I wanted a 4.5 if I was going to back that under. And I guess if I had to take a side, it's the Cubbies, but I'm not interested in this game whatsoever.
Yeah, it would have to be a lean towards the Cubbies for me. Obviously, you guys know I'm not high on this Brewers team. I did do this game for balling out, though, and I gave out the under. I really like Stroman. He's obviously an all-star this year. Really solid numbers. A 2.76 ERA. Just to think, I think the Cubbies have 2 players in the top 10 for ERA this year.
Yeah.
And they still suck. So, kind of crazy, right? Where did Steele go?
He did not have the greatest of days yesterday, did he?
Wow, yeah, Steele dropped to 6th. But Steele is 6th and Stroman is 8th. And now Bryce Edler is your current ERA leader. I like the under in this game. I think you get a low-scoring game. I'm not high on this Brewers offense. This Cubbies offense hasn't been that good either. So under the total for me in this one.
Fair enough. Back to the chat here. Where do we leave off? Keep forgetting where we leave off. Mo Harris didn't lie, bet it. He told me to take the Cubs around 4. There you go. Versus Stroman. Cash that. Plus 294 Phillies, Reds parlay. Run it back. I can get plus 340. I don't like the Reds. Still live betted Fernando. There you go. Under 8 Cubs for plus money on game, not fantasy. Which one of those? Which one, Mo Harris, Cubs or the A's? Yeah, Cubs. Yeah. We'll head to a game that was postponed yesterday. That is being played today. Doubleheader today. We'll be only going over game 1. It's the same matchup as yesterday. It is Lance Lynn and Jose Barrios. Let's see how this line's moved. Because this one opened up at minus 125 for the Jays. It's down to a minus 116. A 9-cent line movement towards the Sox. Line opened up at 9 minus 115. It's now a 9 minus 110. So the line has moved to the under. The line has moved towards the White Sox. 77% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is on the Jays, yet the line's moved towards the Sox. 68% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moved towards the under. It's tough for me to think potentially Lance Lynn pitches well today. Let's take a look here. Guaranteed rate field plus 2% runs, plus 12% home runs, minus 8% doubles, triples, plus 1% on singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here, which actually these pitchers have been pitching better than we remember. 3.94 ERA, 1.08 whip for Barrios the last 30 days. 8.19 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 1.82 walks per nine, a 247 BABIP, 501 FIP, but a 4.01 SIERA. On the flip side, Lance Lynn's ERA is not the greatest, but his advanced numbers suggest positive regression. 6.28 ERA, 1.47 whip, 12.56 strikeouts per nine, which is 31%. 3.14 walks per nine, a 347 BABIP, a 472 FIP, but a 3.39 SIERA. I expect Lance Lynn to pitch better. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Jays here in this spot. 4.15 FIP, 3.75 Sierra for the White Sox compared to 3.63 and 4.01. Slight hitting advantage towards the Sox here, 102 WRC plus, which is 16th compared to 100, which is 17th. I'm right back on Chicago. I got them first 5 in this game, and I'm kind of leaning towards the first 5 under in this game as well at 5. Expecting Lance Lynn to pitch well in this game. I'm not going to rely on Lance Lynn to pitch well for an under though. I think the White Sox can get to Barrios a little bit here, but I went from tripling up on this game yesterday to only having a first 5 money line in it today, and I'm totally fine with that. White Sox first 5 here at plus 110 for me.
Yeah, this would be a over or nothing still. Lance Lynn is I believe the second best pitcher towards the overs this year, or tied for at least. Yeah, you still got Dean Kramer, which yesterday that game went over. So Dean Kramer is now 13-4 to the over. And then you get Lance Lynn, Strider, and Alcantara, who are all 12-5 to the over. So Lance Lynn has been a heavy over pitcher this year, and I expect more of the same today. Going to just keep riding with the over in this game between the Jays and the White Sox in this one, just fading Lance Lynn.
Yeah, that 99% on the over, though, is enough to keep me off that over.
That's fine.
Especially with the line moving towards the under, even though all the money coming in on the over. Definitely it gives me no interest towards the over because I was on the over yesterday before that game was postponed. So
there you
go. Yeah. I had them parlayed A's first 5 and Braves run line. There you go. Brewers, yeah. 2 teams I'm definitely not betting on. There you go. Man, this is a tough one. Morning ESB. What's good, Nathan? I like the White Sox. Me too. Honestly, F the Jays. Facts. Even though I think the Blue Jays still make the playoffs, which reminds me, I want to take a look real quick to see what these lines are. Let's see. They're plus 300 to miss the playoffs, the Rangers. We'll get into that when we talk to Houston, which I don't think we're talking Houston today. Kind of like the White Sox, but didn't bet it this game. Fair. And honestly, F the White Sox. Fair. Good morning, boys. What's good, Dylan? What is good? Lean White Sox first game and 2 games in game 2 Blue Jays. Fair. Morning? Yeah, morning. Took the first 5 as well. Lynn will eat meatballs, will not throw them. Let's hope. Had the White Sox yesterday, too. Might switch to the first 5. Seems safer. Yeah, I think the bullpen edge does go towards Toronto, and it's rested now with that postponement yesterday. If it's an under, White Sox, yeah. Morning feel like the over in this Blue Jays game. I could see runs went 6 for 6 on props yesterday. There you go. CB barbecue.
Sounds good. CB barbecue.
No idea. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. I've been making money on the overs in the summer leagues. I've heard those are good. I haven't even looked at summer league though. Lean White Sox first and then second game Jays. There you go. We won't be looking at the second game because I don't think we even have a pitcher for the White Sox in the second game. What we do have is the St. Louis Cardinals as the Miami Marlins in this game. This game's kind of interesting, and let's get into it here. Line history between Yuri Perez and Jack Flaherty. Line opened up at minus 135 for the Marlins. It's down to a 118, a 17-cent line movement towards the St. Louis Cardinals. Line opened up at 8 minus 115. It got up to an 8.5 at one point. Now it's back down to an 8, and it's actually moved 9 cents towards the under since the opening line. Let's take a look at the money in this game. See if it correlates with a move towards the Cardinals and a move towards the under. 30% of the tickets, 73% of the cash is on the under. So thinking Flaherty and Perez pitch well. More specifically, Flaherty, I think, for this one, because 83% of the tickets, 73% of the cash is on the Marlins. And they're taking that 83% of the tickets and 73% of the cash. And the books are opening up their arms nice and wide for all that Marlins money and saying, we'll give you 17 cents better. How nice are the books for that one? Looking at The weather conditions here are the hitting conditions: minus 6% in Lone Depot Park, minus 11% home runs, plus 1% doubles, triples, minus 3% singles. Let's take a look at this matchup here. We have Perez coming off of getting hit for the first time, it feels like, ever. 2.7 ERA, 1.07 whip, 11.57 strikeouts per nine, which is 32%. 1.54 walks per nine, a 3.16 BABIP, a 2.91 FIP, and a 3.02 SIERA. Flaherty, 4.76 ERA, 1.68 whip, 7.94 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%. 4.37 walks per nine, a 391 BABIP, a 325 FIP, and a 4.68 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards Miami, 3.89 FIP, 3.13 SIERA compared to 5.2 FIP and a 4.64 SIERA. Hitting advantage goes towards the Cardinals in this one, who hit righties pretty well, 114 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to 97 for the Marlins, which is 20th. And I kind of feel like the Cardinals are the look in this game. I mean, all the money is coming in on the Marlins, and they're making it cheaper and easier for you to bet the Marlins. This, I mean, talk about poop. I mean, the Nationals today and now the Cardinals, I think, are complete poop. And now Cardinals first 5 plus 105. I think this team can compete and be able to hit a little bit off of Perez. I'm not taking an over in this game or anything like that, but I will grab the St. Louis Cardinals in the first 5 innings here. Now, I could see something very similar to yesterday where the bullpen coughs it up for the Cardinals late, but for the first 5 innings, I'm on St. Louis here. This could feel like a gambler's first glance type of play too as well with the Cardinals. I'm on them first 5 here.
This is the exact same game as the Reds and the Nationals.
Yeah.
The sharp play is always on the Cardinals and always on the Nationals, and that's gone 0-6 so far this series. I can't back the Cardinals. I don't care how poopy they are. Nick, Cardinal lines have been poopy all year, and how has it worked? There's been plenty of times where this Cardinals team is a pick 'em against a really good team or whatever the case may be. They just keep losing. I don't understand the love for this Cardinals team. They're not good. They are not good. I don't trust Flaherty. I don't trust this Cardinals team against a Marlins team that's been red hot and winning all year. The number 2 team profit-wise in baseball is the Marlins. And then if you look at it with the Cardinals, second to last, the only team that's worse than the Cardinals, Nick, Kansas City. Yeah. Wow, Mets are bottom 5-2. No, I have no interest in going after the Cardinals today. Not a chance. I don't know how many times I'll back them for the rest of the year. This team is garbage. Garbage. I like the Marlins today. I don't care all the line movement because we saw a crazy line movement with Miami the past couple of days.
No, it's actually no. Don't even pull that crap. Lines move towards Miami. Lines move towards Miami in every game. It's not moved against it because I've been leaning Miami the last couple of games because of the way the lines moved. No, it hasn't been moving. It hasn't been doing this the way it did today. No, you can't even pull that. No. It hasn't.
You know what?
I watched the lines and it hasn't done that.
And if those plays win today, they'll be 1-3 for the series. So whatever.
No, they won't because they weren't plays earlier in the series. Am I speaking English? The lines moved like 30 cents a couple games ago for the Marlins. The line moved like 10 cents yesterday for the Marlins.
The Cardinals and the Nationals have been poop plays all week.
No, they have not.
How many times have you been on the Nationals?
Okay, the Nationals last 2 games, not the Cardinals at all this series. Not the Cardinals at all this series. Have you seen me on the Cardinals this series?
I don't know. You're always on the Cardinals.
Not this series. I haven't. I was on the Marlins game 1, and I was leading Marlins game 2 and game 3. No, I wasn't. So you
Back
can't
to the
say
chat.
that they've been like that all series long because they haven't. Back to the chat.
Back to the chat. I'll have you read it. Go ahead. Have fun.
Let's see. Where did we leave off here? There we go. Why fix what ain't broken? Almost threaded a needle on a 7-game WNBA parlay that over in Dallas, Vegas. Yeah, that was frustrating. I want to fade Jack, but never mind.
No, you should fade him.
Marlins run line.
Yes.
Spanky's run line. I was leaning the opposite way. Hard to trust either team. Yeah. Kind of like the Cardinals, but I don't know. Yeah. Walk it out. Flaherty over walks.
Yep.
Yeah, he does walk a decent amount of batters, but I mean, over 8, that's not a bad look. Thinking that we get some runs. I do have a Indiana Fever type bet in the WNBA today. If anybody's interested, small sprinkle on Cornet plus 475. Reds just slammed the Natties today. I mean, they're plus money. They're the first place Reds plus money. Oh, it's easy as it gets. Here, fishy. It is fishy. Marlins run line in the over. No, they weren't. If you follow lines, no, because I bet the Marlins game 1. No. The A's are more profitable than the Cardinals. Shocking. Yeah. Sheesh. Yuri is due for progression as well. Did not pitch so well the last start, but he was overachieving the first couple of starts, though. Fight. Twin on twin. Fight. Love it when the Earle brothers have a debate. Yeah, especially when I'm right. I feel like the Cardinals win was yesterday and they blew it. Probably. O's 0-3 in Game 3 versus the Spankies. There you go. Might go with the Marlins. Good luck. We'll move on, though. Philadelphia Phillies, Tampa Bay Rays. Talk about a series that's had fishy lines. The lines kept dropping the last 2 games for this series, and the Phillies won both of them. Now I believe I think the Phillies are going for the sweep here in this series. Let's get into it. We have the Philadelphia Phillies at the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays opened up at 165 in this game. Not immediately, actually. Yesterday it opened up at minus 165. This morning it was minus 130, and it has stayed at minus 130. So it's really not moved. Let's take a look at DraftKings real quick to see if it actually moved. Or actually it opened up at 175 this morning on DraftKings. A massive line movement towards the Philadelphia Phillies. Line opened up at an 8.5 at minus 120. It's up to a 9 at minus 127. Let's take a look at the money, see if it reflects a move towards the Phillies and a move towards the over in this one here. As we have 45% of the tickets, 48% of the cash is on the Phillies, and the lines move towards the Phillies. 55% of the tickets, 52% of the cash on the Rays. Interesting. 28% of the tickets, 56% of the cash is on the under, and the lines move towards the over, though, which is kind of interesting. Probably is enough to keep me off the over probably in this game, but I'm kind of interested in Philadelphia. Let's take a look at Tropicana Field, minus 7% runs, minus 4% home runs, 4%, minus 4% doubles, triples, minus 6% singles. Worse on the slate hitting conditions in Tropicana today. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Sean Armstrong and Christopher Sanchez. Sanchez 2.4 ERA, 1 whip, 9 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%, 1.2 walks per 9, a 282 BABIP, a 343 FIP, and a 3.26 ERA. On the flip side, Sean Armstrong 1.15 ERA, 1.02 whip, 8.62 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 2.3 walks per 9, a 262 BABIP, a 317 FIP, and a 3.72 SIERA. Bullpen advantage is with the Phillies, and the Phillies bullpen has been elite. 2.62 FIP and a 2.62 SIERA, both the best on the slate. The Rays, 4.12 FIP and a 3.65 SIERA. Hitting advantage goes towards the Phillies, 94 WRC plus, which is 22nd. And for the Rays, I believe that Christopher Sanchez is a lefty, correct? He is. Yes. The Rays, the last 30 days have not been hitting lefties. 27 WRC plus, which is 74 WRC plus, which is 27th in baseball the last 30 days against lefties. They're not hitting lefties. And that's a problem because that's one thing that the Rays were doing in the beginning of the season, which why they were so successful. I like the Phillies in the spot at plus 120 full game. I want that bullpen included because the Phillies bullpen has been awesome lately. And I'm kind of interested in a double up spot on the Phillies here because I think the Phillies come in and they sweep the Rays here, and which sucks as somebody who is a big Rays supporter this year. But I truly think the Phillies are the side in this game. And we've seen it the first two games where these poopy lines have cashed on the Phillies. And I'm going to go with it here today. Phillies first 5 plus 110, Phillies full game plus 120. I'm going to double down on Philadelphia here.
As much as I hate to fade an ECU guy, yes, you have to here. By the way, he only goes about an inning anyway. So
no,
really,
he's a
here's what I want to happen. I want him to go out. I want Armstrong to go out, throw 2 no-hit perfect innings, and then the Phillies to capitalize on the rest of the guys. But no, I'm on the Phillies here. A series where the poopy players are actually hitting. And when you look at it, the Phillies have actually looked good, and I've kind of called it a little bit earlier. I think the Rays are bound for regression. I mean, nobody's going to keep up the. What were they winning at one point? 750.
They were winning at like 112 win clip. Now they're winning at like 105 win clip. They're still really good. And luckily for the Rays during this time, the Orioles have been losing as well. So the one slump the Rays have had, the Orioles are slumping at the same time.
Well, I look at it, and the Rays are going to have a tough next series before the All-Star break because they get to host Atlanta, which is a fun series to see. Probably Atlanta money line the entire series. I think the Rays are bound for regression. I think maybe by the time All-Star break hits, let's just take a look. Who do the Orioles get next series? Because I want to be able to make this. They get the Twins. Okay. By the time the All-Star game hits, so they got about 4 games left each, I think Baltimore will be within 3 games. They're currently back 5 at the moment. I think the Rays lose today, and the Rays get swept by the Braves. And I think that Baltimore takes today and at least 2 out of 3 from the Twins. Give me the.
I think you're underestimating the Twins there.
No. Give me the. Give me the Phillies today. And no, Twins are overrated. They're garbage.
Back to the chat, Tim.
Go ahead. I'm putting Phillies up on the site.
All right, let's see. Yeah. I said the brothers Earle, not Earle brothers. LOL. Have you? Yes. Oh, yes. I've seen that one. Yeah. Yeah. The guy Rivers quad aces against the guy's Royal Flush.
And the guy rivered the Royal Flush.
Yeah, that was Jimmy Chang, right? No.
I could look that.
What was that? Oh, I remember that. Yeah, Phillies for sure. Yeah, Tampa Bay just because I have a feeling usually works out for me. There you go. The over is a handbag. Who else you like today? Might go to the Tigers game Friday. Was hoping for a hometown beatdown by the Jays. But, oh, boy, we are projected to see start for the Jays, Mr. Manoah! The over might be a play for me. Yes, Manoah Days returning on Friday. Woo! Damn, I was going to blindly bet the over, but never mind with that emoji.
I have the clip up if you want to quickly watch the quad aces again. Quad aces versus Royal Flush.
Oh, boy.
It was Phillips who won it against Mabuchi.
Oh, Mabuchi, that's good. Okay. I was thinking a different guy. Yep. Sanchez pitched against the Rays before and had them Phillies 7-0 in the 5th. Smooth. Manoa's back. He is there. Christopher screwed me in his last start. May have to trust him. Yeah. Let's go Sharon Armstrong and the over on this. Rays losing game 1 turned me off. Fair. But can Sanchez replicate what he does? Maybe. I think the Phillies get some runs today off the Rays bullpen. That's my question. Honestly, them pitchers, so I don't trust. I don't really know. Yeah. Maybe the Phillies know that Sanchez can beta them again, and that's why he's pitching against them. Maybe. Kids out of school, hard to get any free time to make a bet. Priorities. Have your priorities. Yeah, there's handbags, and then there's the royal flush versus quad aces. That's one of the worst bad beats in I think poker history. But we'll move on here. An interesting one is the New York Yankees are hosting the Baltimore Orioles, looking to take 3 out of 4 from the O's here. -130. The Orioles total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. Here we have, if I can find it, there we go. Kyle Bradish and Luis Severino. Line opened up at a -115. It's now a -124. Did get up to a 135 or 130. My bad. There's been some buyback on the Yankees here. Line opened up at a 9 at even money and immediately dropped to, or not immediately, it dropped to an 8.5 -120, and now it's an 8.5 -110. So the line has moved towards the under about a half a run as well. Let's take a look at the money. Let's see if it reflects a line move towards the under and a line move towards the Orioles. 71% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on the Orioles. Lines move towards them. 53% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the under in this game. That's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at Yankee Stadium. Plus 8% run, plus 26% home runs, -6% double triples, 0% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. See if we land on anything in this Orioles game. Bradish, that's been good. 2.7 ERA, 0.97 whip, 9.9 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%. 1.8 walks per nine, a 274 BABIP, but 319 FIP, and a 309 SIERA. On the flip side, Severino, 6.93 ERA, 1.91 whip, 8.03 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%. 4.74 walks per nine, a 341 BABIP, 6.5 FIP, and a 5.23 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Yankees, 3.06 FIP, 3.37 SIERA compared to 3.95 and 3.24. Hitting advantage goes towards the Orioles, 105 WRC plus, which is 13th, versus the Yankees, 80, which is 27. I'm looking to back Baltimore in this game early. I don't want to play them full game because I think we can see the Yankees come back late in this game, similar to game 1 of the series. So this is a Orioles early spot for me, first 5, because I do think they have the pitching edge with Bradish and the hitting edge here. So I'm going to grab the Orioles in the first 5 innings at -136 in this spot. I see them early. I'm not confident on full game, though, with them. Just the first 5.
I am. I like Bradish. Bradish and Wells have been the best 2 pitchers on the staff. And I think the line's moving towards them for a reason. Bradish has been really good. Last 4 starts, 1-2-2 and 1 earned runs against Toronto, Tampa Bay, Seattle, and Minnesota. I like the Orioles today. I think the Yankees had a nice little run for a little bit. Orioles had a little bit of a struggle. I think Orioles could possibly win 3 or 4 out of the last 4 games of this first half of the season and continue kind of building up. Baltimore, even though with their struggle, are still the 4th most profitable team in baseball. And I will be jumping right back on them. Give me the O's. It would have to be run. Oh, well, it doesn't have to be run line.
No, it does not.
124. O's minus 124.
That's fine.
Versus the Yankees to split the series.
Yeah, to split the series. Let's see. Yeah, that full game has me tripped up, but I'm good with the first 5. Let's take a look here. Hey, I can't lose money. There you go. The thing is, make money and not lose it. Really? I thought we were just supposed to lose all our money. Can we get some soccer plays for you, from you, Fernando? Yeah. I'll take a look at the Royal Flush. Be right back. Yeah, that Royal Flush. I think I've had one in my career.
I've had plenty.
Plenty?
Yeah, I think I've had like 4 or 5, including one of them I have on video, and it's actually my most popular video on Giggity Gaming.
You know the odds of getting a Royal Flush?
It's like 1 in 15,000 or something.
1 in 649,739.
Wow.
About 1 in 650,000 hands. Yeah, I love my X's and O's, Orioles run line. I have no soccer plays today. I don't know nothing about South America. I know it's South of America. There we go. I don't bet MLS. Well, I like soccer this weekend. Game stuff Friday. There we go. Let's fade. Yankees money line. Yankees race to 4. Don't forget to drop them later this week. Yeah. Was thinking Baltimore, but I didn't bet it. Yeah. I hate to say this, but Yanks money line. I hate to say this. I got you. Remind me though. O's are nothing. Yep. Orioles have been screwing my first 5 against this. Oh, yeah. I am 3 Earle twin brothers.
You're the 3rd Earle?
There you go. Oh, I especially since I will, especially since making money. There you go. We have 4 games remaining in the MLB with the Cleveland Guardians as 210 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Let's get into this one here. I was leaning towards grabbing the Guardians run line here. Let's get into it. Tanner Bibby and Jordan Lyles. Line opened up at 213 or 211 or 201, my bad. Numbers for the Guardians. It's now 213, a 12-cent line, 213. A 12-cent line movement towards the Guardians. Line opened up at 9 minus 115. It's now a 9 minus 106, a 6-cent line movement towards the under. Let's take a look at the bets in this game. We have 56% of the tickets and 94% of the cash is on the over in this game. And the lines move towards the under, which is kind of intriguing me on this under, but I don't know if I can trust Jordan Lyles for that. 93% of the tickets, 54% of the cash is on the Guardians money line. 7% of the tickets, 46% of the cash is on the Royals. So big bets coming in on the Royals here in this game. The line's moving towards the Guardians, though, so it doesn't scare me that the big bets are coming in on the Royals like that. This is the number 1 hitting conditions on the slate, plus 20% runs, plus 29% home runs, plus 21% doubles, triples, minus 1% singles. So very hitter-friendly weather here in Cleveland today. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Jordan Lyles, 6.12 ERA, 1.24 whip, 3.96 strikeouts per 9, which is 11%, 2.16 walks per 9, a 279 BABIP, a 417 FIP, and a 5.52 SIERA. Bibby, 3.86 ERA, 1.48 whip, 9.47 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 4.56 walks per 9, a 301 BABIP, a 423 FIP, and a 4.53 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Guardians here, 3.48 FIP, 3.81 SIERA compared to 3.75 and 4.09. Massive hitting advantage for the Guardians. 120 WRC plus, which is 4th right now against righties the last 30 days, and 79 WRC plus for the Royals, which is 28th. So a massive hitting advantage, pitching advantage going towards the Guardians. The line's moving towards the Guardians. The only thing that's really worrying me is that the bigger bets are on the Royals, but how many people want to lay minus 200? So kind of take that with a grain of salt. I think the run line is the play in this game with the Cleveland Guardians at minus 110 to just beat up on the Royals. And if you want to, minus a half first 5 is minus 150. So really don't have an interest in that. But I will take the full game minus 1.5 here at minus 110 with the Guardians. I think they go in and they beat up on the Royals here.
Does it seem too easy?
No.
Okay.
It's minus 110 for a run line. So I mean, it's never. I never think that when it's a juiced run line.
Okay, that's fair. I figured I'd throw that thought out there. I'm passing on this game. I have no interest in going after it. AL Central game. If I'm going after anything in this game, Nick, I would kind of look big plus money, but I have nothing in this game. No real interest in it. If you're confident enough to like Cleveland, you can put them up, but I'm going to
I
stay
should
away
have
from
put
them.
up the Twins yesterday.
I'll let you have you have full control over AL Central versus AL Central games.
Okay, those are the fun games. I know you love those.
I figure I'd give you the games that I love the most. So you're welcome. Enjoy.
There you go. Back to the chat for you then, Tim. I'm gonna track some of my plays.
Under 8.5. Good luck. I hate these games. You're on the Guards -2. Guardians run line. Laddering up the Guardians over the 9. It is coming off illness. Iddles. Who's Iddles?
Huh?
Lyles. Babe and Sprinkle super run line. Have fun. Okay, I'll be the 4th Earle. Hey. Why are people lining up to become an Earle? Well, salute to you guys. There you go. Keyword May. All right. Goff didn't throw an interception after week 7 last year. 38, 50 yards. Over will be a cake if he stays healthy. Yeah. I want nothing to do with Lions props. So
I think the Lions are overrated heading into this season.
Correct. Over 9, although I will be on the Lions week 1. Over 9 on Royals. Sure. 9-1 Guardians. Have fun. Blue Jays win both doubleheader games. Guardians and Brewers win 2. Okay. You took the Royals? All right. Good night, Munchie. All right. Oh, that's right. I saw your parlay earlier. I don't hate the Royals today, but I'm not touching it. I will be the 5th Earle. Salute to you, Dylan. I don't know why everybody wants to be an Earle, but you sure, have fun. I like this game, Nick.
Yeah, this game is interesting. The Red Sox and the Rangers. Rangers -135 favorites, total of 10 in this game. Carter Crawford and Nathan Eovaldi. Line opened up at -141 for the Rangers. It's down to a 136. Line opened up at a 9.5. It's up to a 10. So line moved towards the over, and lines moved towards the Red Sox, suggesting that Eovaldi can get hit in this game, and we should expect negative regression for Eovaldi. Let's see if the money comes in that way. 39% of the tickets and 77% of the cash is on the Red Sox. Let's move towards the Red Sox. Kind of think the Red Sox are a good look here. 62% of the tickets and 76% of the cash are on the under, but the lines move towards the over in this game. Kind of interesting there. Fenway Park, very hitter-friendly today. 17% overall, which is the second best on the slate, only behind Progressive Field. Plus 3% home runs, plus 30% doubles, triples, plus 4% singles. So screaming offense in this game, probably why the total is a 10. Nathan Eovaldi, 3.08 ERA, 0.97 whip. He's been good this year, 8.53 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 3.08 walks per 9, 213 BABIP, 429 FIP, and a 406 SIERA. I do expect negative regression from Eovaldi. On the other side, Cutter Crawford, 4.56 ERA, 1.31 whip, 8.37 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 2.28 walks per 9, a 323 BABIP, a 452 FIP, and a 409 SIERA. So both these pitchers, I think, can get hit in this game. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Rangers here. 399 FIP, 3.96 SIERA compared to 5.42 and 3.98. Hitting advantage goes towards the Rangers here in this game. 114 WRC plus, which is 9th, compared to 97 for the Red Sox, which is 19th. I like Boston in this game. I would look towards Boston in the first 5 rather than the full game. I don't know why I backed them full game yesterday, but it cashed still. But I'm kind of looking at the over in this game as well. I think the Red Sox get to Eovaldi in this game. I think the market's telling me that the Red Sox get to him, and I'm going to go ahead and back that. I like the Red Sox team total over 4.5 at -110, and the full game over 10 at -108. I think we see a good performance here for the Red Sox offensively.
Yay, another play we agree on. Red Sox, baby. I gave them out last night during balling out. I think we're bound to see some Texas regression. And I think it starts with Nathan Eovaldi. He has been great. Don't get me wrong. Was he an all-star, Nick?
I want to say yes. I want to
With
say.
the ERA he has, he should be an all-star, but you never know.
Let me confirm that real quick. I believe he is.
Against
Yeah,
Colorado.
he is.
Okay.
The pitchers for the American League: Ohtani, Cole, Castillo, Gray, Eovaldi, Gausman, McClanahan, Valdez, Lorenzen, and Kirby.
Yeah, you should not see Lorenzen in the All-Star game.
Not.
I think Eovaldi's bound for regression. Cutter Crawford has had like a rocky year. He's gone from being a starter to bullpen back to starter again.
He's a starter because they have nobody else.
This line is just a little bit weird. If you would figure a Texas team that's 15 games over with their all-star pitcher would be a bigger favorite than minus 135 versus a Red Sox team that's 1 game over, right? You would figure that? No? Yes?
I'm tempted to bet the Rangers to miss the playoffs at 3-1. That's what I think about this team.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the Red Sox today.
Yeah, I have no interest in the Rangers at all. The only problem is I can only bet that future on Bet Online, and I like betting my futures on Bovada, so I don't have to see the future sitting in my bets.
No, I understand that fully. Yeah, I understand that fully.
Let's take a look here. Lyles, let's a lot of runs. Yeah, I'll be the 5th Earl of Canada.
Well, there's already a Canadian Earle ahead of you, but he's been there for a while, and that's Mr. Edelman. But not an honorary Earl, but you'll be honorary Earl, honorary Canadian Earl number 2.
There you go. I like the over 9 in the Guardians game. I could see it. Over 10 Rangers. I'm on the. I like the over, and I think the Red Sox get to Eovaldi. Red Sox revenge on Eovaldi. Yeah, you're crazy. Cool. Those
that's right.
choking Rangers.
He was. Eovaldi was a
Rangers. Took the Rangers and loving it. Good luck. I just need the Red Sox to score 5. All right, on to this game. New York Mets, Arizona Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks minus 130 favorites with a total of 10 in this game. I would love to back the Mets. The only problem is I don't think I can back Cookie. Let's get into it.
I like
let's take a look at the line here. Carrasco and Ryan Nelson. This line continues to climb towards the Diamondbacks just like it did yesterday. Minus 120 it opened up at. It's now minus 134. A 14-cent line movement towards Arizona. Line opened up at a 10 minus 120. It's now a 10 minus 105. Oh, boy. I don't like my play as much anymore. And I gave this out on a free pick video. That's something that happens when you do free picks the night before. There's lines moving against you. 71% of the tickets and 83% of the cash is on the under, though. That's why it's moved towards the under. 87% of the tickets and 72% of the cash is on the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the lines move towards the Diamondbacks. But 13% of tickets and 28% of the cash on the Mets. This is where I want the Mets when everybody is not liking them. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal here in Chase Field, plus 3% runs, minus 5% home runs, plus 13% doubles, triples, 0% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here, which is probably the reason I'll be staying off the Mets money line is Cookie Carrasco. 6.23 ERA, 1.85 whip, 8.31 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%, 5.4 walks per 9, a 333 BABIP, a 699 FIP, and a 5.17 SIERA. On the other side, Ryan Nelson, 3.1 ERA, 1.14 whip, 8.38 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 2.17 walks per 9, a 274 BABIP, a 360 FIP, and a 4.44 SIERA. I do think the Mets can get to Ryan Nelson a little bit here. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Diamondbacks, 2.86 ERA, FIP, 2.81 SIERA. Their bullpen's been awesome. On the Mets side, 5.54 FIP and a 5.16 SIERA. And the hitting advantage goes towards the Diamondbacks, 119 WRC plus, which is 5th, compared to 110, which is 11th for the Mets. I'm on the over in this game. I do not feel comfortable about it. It's moved 15 cents towards the under since the opening line. When I bet it, it moved 5 cents towards the over. So the initial line move was towards the over. I think Cookie gets hit a little bit here. And I think last night sparked the Mets offense for, I think, a good performance in this one as well. I want nothing to do with the side in this game. The market and my X's and O's are actually pointing Diamondbacks. The only thing keeping me off of that is the Mets are starting to get hot. But I like the over in this game. I expect runs in this one, but it makes me a little bit nervous that the line has not moved towards the over. It's moved towards the under.
Yeah. I finally get to say I'm gonna back the Mets because they're winning. It's weird to say that. It is really weird to say that. But they've won 4 games in a row. It's called a winning streak. And I'm going to continue to ride. This is where you should start riding winning streaks. It's 3, 4 in a row and ride them up to all the way up to like double digits if they get there. I'm grabbing the Mets at plus 115 or plus 120, wherever you can get it. I think Cookie has a good game. If the line's moving down, I think Cookie has a good game today. And I know that sounds crazy. But, I mean, we're probably, as crazy as this sounds, down to our last couple of starts of seeing Cookie in a Mets uniform.
Really?
I think Cookie gets traded. Because I think you see him go elsewhere. He hasn't been bad, though. He has not been bad his last couple of starts, although he's had that game in St. Louis where he allowed 5 earned runs. The game in Atlanta, he allowed 4. Other than that, last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starts. Other than that, 2 against a San Francisco team that was hot, 2 against Philly, which is a hot team, 2 against Pittsburgh, all right, which was a hot team at the time. Sorry, 1 against Philly and 1 against Chicago. Those are his last couple starts. He hasn't been bad. I think he's able to have a good start tonight against the Diamondbacks. Give me the Mets. Continue the winning streak. I'm grabbing plus money with the Mets.
Yep. I'm not going to talk you off of it. Carrasco concerns me. He is probably on the bottom of the list of Mets pitchers I want to back.
It's not pretty,
it's
but
to be over. I see runs in this game, especially after a 2-1 game yesterday. But back to the chat.
Good.
Let's take a look here. Over 10. Yep. Carrasco on the road. I don't trust him. Yeah. Maybe they want you to take the under because of yesterday's game. Yeah. I took the Mets yesterday. Today I'm on the over. There you go. Time to cool off. Diamondbacks run line. Lean. No. Pass. Kind of lean Mets, but I don't know. Over 10 for me. Yeah. Isn't it a fishy sign for you guys whenever the dog has the same amount or better for a team total than a fave? No. I don't look at team totals like that. I look more at the way the money lines move rather than the team totals. Why? Is that a thing for the Mets game here, that the team totals are very similar? No. The Mets are 4.5 at -133. The Diamondbacks are 5.5 at plus 105. So it makes sense for that one. I was on the Mets yesterday as well. That was a great game yesterday. Diamondbacks. You know what that game kind of reminded me of? Was back in 2015, that series against the Nationals where Wilmer Flores hit that game-winning home run after almost being traded. Mm-hmm. It was kind of giving me those type of vibes that just completely turned around the season. But maybe I'm just a hopeful Mets fan out there. But we have our final MLB game of the day, the Dodgers and the Pirates. I did move on this game. The Lions already moved against me. So I really don't feel comfortable about this game and about my bet on this one. Well, let's get into it. It opened up at -230. It's now -208. So it's a 22-cent line movement towards the Dodgers. Line opened up at a 9, even money. It's down to an 8.5 at -107. It's moved down half a run, and it's moved 22 cents towards the Pirates. We have 46% of the tickets on the Dodgers. We don't have the cash flow on the money line, but we have 79% of the tickets, 88% of the cash on the Dodgers run line. Oh, boy, I really don't like this. 86% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the over. And the line's moved towards the under. And I'm sitting on the over 9 right now. I am not confident on this play at all. This is really concerning. But let's get into the weather or the hitting conditions here at Dodger Stadium. -2% runs, +7% home runs, -5% doubles, triples, and -4% singles. Let's get into the pitching matchup here. Julio Urias on the mound for the Dodgers versus Johan Oviedo. Oviedo has actually been the better pitcher. Urias has only thrown one start, though. So,
yeah. And it was
Oviedo,
against the Royals.
Yeah. 4.79 ERA, 1.23 whip the last 30 days for Oviedo, 7.07 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 2.02 walks per nine, a 303 BABIP, a 391 FIP, and a 4.48 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Dodgers, 2.7 FIP, 3.8 Sierra, compared to 4.32 and 4.44. The Pirates actually hit lefties, though, even 100 WRC plus, which doesn't sound great. But when you see the Pirates numbers against righties, that's a massive improvement because their righties numbers are usually in the mid 70s for WRC plus. The Dodgers 104 WRC plus, which is 15th. I have the over 9 in this game. Not confident at all in it because the way the lines moved, 99% of the cash is on the over, and I feel like I messed up on this one. Not going to buy out of the play, but this is probably my least confident play of the day. I'm on the over, but I'm not confident on it.
Am I crazy to like the Pirates?
No.
I like the Pirates at like $2 today. Urias has pitched one start, and he looked bad against the Royals. Now he's going against Pittsburgh, who's got a better offense, who's got better pitching. Now, Pittsburgh's not the same team or not playing like the same team that they were about a month ago when they were winning pretty much every single game. But at $2, we saw what they did last year. We saw what Pittsburgh did last year to the Dodgers, sweeping them in LA. Obviously, there's no sweep this time because the Dodgers won one of the games.
Last night.
They won last night?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't pay attention to the game. But I kind of like Pittsburgh at a big plus price tag. Fading Urias until he starts to look like the pitcher he was. Pirates for me in this one.
You know what? I'm on board. Give me the Pittsburgh Pirates in the first 5 innings at plus 180.
What can I get
for this one? I'll take a big stab at the dog here.
I can get 195.
Yeah, 79% of the tickets, 88% of the cash on the Dodger run line, and the line's moving towards the Pirates. Yeah, I think this is a very live dog here. So go ahead, hoist the colors, raise the Jolly Roger, plus 180, first 5 money line for me here in this spot. I think the Pirates are definitely a live dog. So I know this is not Pittsburgh, but let's play it. There we go. Let's get into the chat here. Over 9. There you go. Opinions on the Yankee over and the Red Sox under. I'm on the Red Sox over, and I think I lean under in the Yankee game. So opposite of that. One more shot at Urias fade. First 5. Raise those jollies. Yes. Like the Pirates. Yes. But that is all the baseball. We do have one more WNBA game to go over for today. Or we have one WNBA game. The Sun are 9.5-point favorites against the Storm. Total of 166 in this game. Let me grab the line history in this one here. And let me
66
go.
now?
It's a 160.
Wow. I got 161.5.
Wow. You got that on the site?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it here. As we have this line open up at, let me click. Wow, it's up to a 10 now. Line opened up at a 9. It's now up to a 10. On Bet Online, this line opened up at a 9 at 7:06 this morning. Let's see.
Okay. There was lines last night in the
DraftKings opened this up at a 7 last night.
I was about to say I saw 7 and 7 in the hooks.
Line opened up at a 162.5. It's up to a 166.
Real quick, whenever you do WNBA, where the line goes, do DraftKings. Don't do Bet Online because DraftKings is going to have a longer thing, so you could really see where the lines moved. Sorry, go ahead.
Yep. And I'm kind of interested in the Sun here. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game. Let's see if it reflects a line movement. I have nothing on the total. It has shown me nothing for bets, nothing for cash here. 55% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the Connecticut Sun. The line opened up at a 7 on DraftKings. It's all the way up to a 10. Now, am I chasing probably a bad number here? I don't know. I think the Storm are that bad. Let's take a look at what has the Storm done this year. They are 4-12, but they are 8-7-1 ATS, 9-7 over under. Connecticut 12-5, 8-8-1, 11-6 over under. So the overs have been a trend for them. But this is a Seattle team that I just don't trust. These two teams did play on the 20th of June in Seattle, and the Connecticut Sun won by 6, but the Storm covered the 8. Now that it's in Connecticut, the line's only at 10. It opened up at a 7, so it actually opened up a shorter line than when they were in Seattle, which is kind of interesting there. I'm going to be on the Sun here in this game. I can get 9.5 and -115. I'm going to grab that. Maybe I'm just taking the chalk, and maybe no, it's a 6 first half, but yeah, I'm just going to be on the Sun here, -9.5 full game at -115. Maybe it's just chalky, whatever, but the markets are telling me that this is the right play, so I'm going to be on the Sun here, laying the points, and I also lean Sun team total over.
Yeah, for me, it's the over or nothing. And when it comes to it, I'm on the over. I'm on over 161.5.
Did you play it at this line?
Huh?
You played at this line?
Yeah. But I mean, I got a really, really good line this morning.
Yes, that's why I was asking if you would play it at this line, not what you.
Oh, at this line, yeah, I would still do it.
For the people watching that can't get last night's line.
I actually got it this morning, but no, I would still grab it here. Now I think we're relying on Connecticut to score 95. But I think Seattle can score enough to get this one over. If anything, maybe even look towards the Seattle team total over. If you can get, what's the Seattle team total, Nick?
Seattle team total over?
Yeah.
I can get you 78 at -115.
I think they go over that. I think they score at least 80 tonight. That's what you're going to have to get in order for this one to go over. So team total over for Seattle, team total over for the Sun, and over in general. I think there's just a lot of points in this game. Maybe Connecticut hitting triple digits tonight.
I would lean more towards Connecticut scoring.
I know
points.
you would. You have Connecticut, so
yes.
So that makes sense. But that's where I'm going to go for this one.
Good. Head back to the chat, and then we will recap and head
out. Take Pittsburgh. Yep. Suns -9. I think you missed your line at this point, but good luck. Good afternoon, everyone, and have a great day. You too, Munchie. Sun and the over, but lean, but I don't trust that the Storm offense. I got you. Lean over. That's fair. That's everything for today. Nick, do you know what time it is?
Yes, I think I know what time it is. It is time for
housekeeping.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, picks and parlays, premium plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It is all linked down below. Check out SeatGeek, concert tickets, sporting with ticket needs, ESPN checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Check out Ballin' Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. Went over 4 MLB games and one WNBA. Go ahead, check it out. And I put this in the chat too. Make sure you guys check out our TikTok. I've been posting videos on there. They're just free picks on there. And they go out and some of them have music behind them, so enjoy. Today I believe it was just a 2000 song. So a little bit of fun there. Make sure you guys follow us on TikTok and on Twitter. All that stuff. Recap time. I'll grab the chalk or the public play or whatever you want to call it with the Reds.
Not chalk. Yeah.
Whatever. We're going to ride the wave with the Oakland Athletics. I like the Marlins again. Phillies for the sweep. Orioles get the job done. Red Sox money line, Mets money line, and the Pirates money line. We're going to raise the Jolly Roger there, and the over in the Connecticut Storm game.
Yeah. In the WNBA, I'm on the Connecticut Sun laying the 9.5 points, -115. CFL Elks plus 7.5. Team total over 17.5. Full game over 44. In MLB, Nationals first 5 -130. Nationals full game -118. Nationals and Reds over 10. Oakland team total over 3.5. Full game over 8.5. The White Sox first 5 money line. The Cardinals first 5 money line. The Phillies double up first 5 +110. Full game +120. Baltimore first 5 -136. Guardians run line -110. Boston team total over 4.5 -110. Full game over 10 -108. New York, Arizona over 10. Pittsburgh Pirates first 5 +180. Full game over 9 at even money.
There you go. Fernando saying the overs in the 2 summer league games as well tonight. So good luck to anybody who plays that. I personally, I don't touch it. So that's going to do it, folks. That's going to be it for today. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Bye-bye.